Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me in another video. My name is Shruti Vashist. So in this video I'm going to be speaking to you about whether you can manifest love during a lockdown situation during COVID-19. We're all going through different restrictions that are happening in our countries, even as things do start to open up. But we can still feel a bit restricted. There's still less movement and all of that. There's these doubts that we have. So in this video I want to speak to you about how you can manifest the love of your life, a perfect romance, whatever it is that you want, your soulmate. How can you manifest your soulmate during COVID-19? So if you're interested in this subject, then keep watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's a new channel, so I'm making lots of videos like this on different subjects. So before I speak to you on this subject, I want you to know that just for a few days more, I have a new course that's available, which is called Manifest Soulmate Relationships, and it's on 33% off only for a few more days, because I'm going to be officially announcing it after that, and once it's officially out there, it'll be at its regular price. So please check that out below this video. There's also a free mini course that I have for you. It's my gift to you. So check out the link for that below this video as well. It's also on manifesting soulmate love. The course, the paid course that I spoke about is really, really detailed. It has like 5 different sections. It's a 30-day course, a whole month course. And it really covers everything from self-love to, relating to other people, to manifestation practices, and to just being so magnetic in life that you're able to attract anything that you want to you. You're able to, people just dote on you, they're magnetized to you. So it has different sections, and it's a 30-day course with like lots of video content. I think there's 5.5 hours of video in this course. There's a practical exercise, more than one practical exercise for each chapter, and there's 30 chapters. So it's really addresses, it's very, very foundational and deep, and you will really be able to land that soulmate frequency when you finish it. Okay, so having said that, now let's move into the topic of today, which is how to manifest a soulmate relationship during COVID-19. I don't want you to think that you're restricted, just because there's things going on. So what I want to share is that many of us let out the outer reality that we see dictate the actions that we are choosing. For example, in your country, if there's a lockdown that's happening, or there's less movement, you're not meeting as many people, you can't go to the regular places that you would go to when you wanted to mingle, and you just feel like it's impossible. You don't know when it's going to happen, and it's leading to some sort of these lower emotions. I want you to know that all of those things are just in your mind. That's it. They are just in your mind. They do not need to be your reality. And I'm going to explain to you the process behind how manifestation works, to let you know that why it's still possible, to manifest anything you want, and in this case, a soulmate relationship. And that is because the process of manifestation involves these steps. The first step is to work with your inner reality. So, for example, let's say you are starting a new business, or you are starting a new project, let's say. What happens first? You get the idea in your head. There's this inspiration that's there. Then you work out the ways, to make it happen mentally or whatever. And it kind of, you just put your energy into it. Often when you're passionate about it, you'll just, you'll be involved with it, with that project, and you'll be writing about it, speaking about it, putting things together, whatever you need. And you don't even know how time passed, you're like, and everything just seems to flow and come together. And that is how we experience things that we're passionate about. Unfortunately, in the world today, these are mainly just, we restrict them to our hobbies. and we don't really pursue them as a career or something more, something that that is more of a mainstay in our life. But the thing is that when you're passionately involved in something, you have an inner reality that's rich, that is abundant, that is inspired, that is passionate. Things in the outer just line up. You will find exactly everything that you need. And I want you to think about this, really go into your heart and feel into this. The last time that you manifested something that you really, really loved, and you were so surprised, and you weren't even consciously manifesting, let's say, it just came. Anything that we have manifested that we love in our lives, like a vacation that you went to, a vacation spot, you'd never been to that country or that place, and it was everything that you wanted, and you got there, and then you realized it, and there was no way you could have known before, but it just somehow lined up. Or you found that perfect partner, you had a breakup, and you went through some healing within yourself, and you realized that you're going to say no to certain things, and then suddenly that perfect partner showed up in front of you, and they had that quality, that exact quality that the previous one disappointed you with. And it's the same with those more physical things, like a car that you wanted, some clothes and whatever. If you're thinking about it, like, let's say, I want like a beautiful red dress, since I'm wearing red today, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm, just with ease, and I'm not talking about thinking about those things and with this feeling that I can't have it, oh, what if I don't get it. It's more like a curious, relaxed state, a state of fun, where we are just curious and we're exploring, we're having fun. So whenever you do things like that and you experience life that way, whatever's happening in your internal reality tends to show up in the outer. And some of you might be able to relate to those moments where you were thinking of a friend, you're having thoughts about a certain friend, and suddenly they call you or they text you, and you feel like it's telepathy. But it is telepathy, but this is what I mean, that when you're living something in your internal reality, you tend to manifest it in your outer. If you don't have too much doubt about it, if you don't have too much holding on and grasping, you really want to keep it, you're scared of losing it. If those emotions are not coming in, you just think about it and you're enjoying yourself, it tends to show up. So knowing that, what I want you to know is that your inner reality creates your outer reality. There's like these invisible energy, how energy plays out. It's like these invisible connections that are formed. And so that's why it's really important to know that no matter what your outer circumstances, there's a lockdown happening, or there isn't as much open, it doesn't really matter. If what you're feeling is love within, and you desire to have fun, or you're curious, or you want to, you're feeling that juiciness, that flirty feeling, or you're excited, I wonder what my partner is going to be like, I wonder what kind of a partner, and you're thinking about it, you're almost like you're living in that sensual nature of yours, and you don't bring up these doubts each time. Or even, let's say, the doubts come in, you come back to that playful nature. Things have a way of lining up. Really, you will find it in ways that, because when we think from the mind, we think that there's only certain avenues through which love can come to us. But love is available through everything in life. And these days we have connectivity even through social media, So there's just so many avenues that you can't even conceive of, you can't even think of. It might be through your work, it might be where you live, it might be at a local shop that you go to. There's people everywhere. So these restrictions, when we place them in our heads, just because we're seeing them play out in the masses, then we sort of accept that as our reality. We're saying that I'm seeing other people live this limited reality, I accept this as my reality too. And then, of course, that is what is created. You experience a lockdown, like a restriction of freedom. But it's not the truth of what we are. So if you really want to manifest love during the lockdown, because to be honest, the repercussions might play out, much longer, for many more months, who knows, years. This is only none of us really know. This is one event. You can say there might be similar ones in the future, but your freedom is yours no matter what is going on. I really want you to remember that freedom is what you are. It's the essence of you. Nobody can take it away from you. So the thing is that our inner reality is actually stronger than we think. Our inner reality is actually stronger, you can say, than our outer reality even, because it's the first stop that we need to make in the manifestation process. When we are manifesting something in our outer reality, that comes to us physically, first we have conceptualized it, through our heads and mainly through our feelings, how we feel about that. You might be seeing something, let's say, it's a card that you want or whatever. You're seeing it in your head. There might be a visual that's there, but it's mainly what creates is the feeling that you have about it, that excitement, that knowing, how would I feel if I have this? And so your inner reality is really, really powerful. Anything that you have created in your life, even simple things, like projects in your work, at your workplace, you have to first go through an inner process of being inspired, of how you feel about it, and then it sort of just flows from you. The ideas come. If you need any resources, you do some research about it. Those also flow more effortlessly when we're in that inspired state. So your outer reality is really, really powerful. It essentially, whatever you are creating within, especially through your feelings and how you are feeling, that becomes projected out. Everything outside of you is a blank screen. When you look at the night sky is black. It's empty. It's mostly this empty space. And there's these little lights that are there, like these stars. So we have come on this planet with that blank canvas, that black canvas that is empty, to create light. What is light? Light is inspiration. So you're getting inspiration through your desires. If you have a desire for love, for your soulmate, to really experience that true love, to live in it, that is inspiration. You let that inspiration come, you feel it in your body, you don't dismiss it, you don't think you're unworthy of it, you allow love to flow through the body, even if it's causing some lower emotions at first, if it's bringing up feelings of unworthiness, but you still allow it to flow and expand, do its thing. You will see that it settles in. And then when you're feeling it in your whole body, even if you're by yourself, you're single, you're feeling this all the time, you let inspiration and love flow through you. There is nothing on this planet that can stop it from it showing up in your external. And you will immediately also start to see some signs, like it could be people giving you compliments, it could be people showing romantic interest in you, if romance is what you're going for, or what your desire is to manifest a soulmate relationship. You finding people that are really aligned to truth, because there's certain truths and core values that you have, and that is what a soulmate is the aligning of that they match our core values. So you might start to see people in your outer reality that have similar values that you didn't find before. So immediately those things will start showing up, and those are a confirmation that what you have done, that you're feeling that love. So that is basically how you create your own reality. You can create anything that you want, and if you live in a state of love, it has to show up in your outer reality. I don't care about any lockdown, anything that you think is happening. You create your own reality. You are completely free. Please remember that. But your internal reality is really, really strong. It is, you can say in a lot of ways, it's stronger than your outer reality, because it's the control panel. It's from where everything starts, from where everything is made. It's the blueprint. And what's manifested out there is just the projection of that. So if you want something, a particular thing to be projected in your outer reality, all you have to do is go within and create. the control panel is here. Having that playful nature, that flirty juiciness, that sensuality that we live in, that aliveness, loving your day, enjoying your day, creating your day in a passionate manner, in an inspired manner. When you're living inspiration from within, it'll flow out, and what you get back also is love, is inspired love, it'll be full of life. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Let me know what kind of videos you would like to watch. This channel is all about manifesting. I'm speaking mostly about relationships these days, but I'll be speaking about more subjects too in the future. And if you have any questions, or there's certain kinds of videos you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to do that. Like this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.